Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to be doing my movie review for the movie Ender's Game. So last night I went and saw Ender's Game and I really enjoyed it. I had previously read the book back in about 10th grade, and when I first saw this trailer, I didn't know what to think about it because it had been a while since I'd read the book. But then once I started, remembering some of the plot details and seeing the trailers, it made me really excited. For me, I normally try to go in with an open mind and not judge too harshly on book TV adaptations. I'm not really a book purist. As long as the main plot and characters are the same, then I'm pretty much okay with it. So seeing this movie, first as a movie itself, it was incredible. Like the visuals were so amazing. I'm a very visual person, so just seeing the wide expanses of the spaceship and the training center and just the world and the earth and all the battle sequences and the lake and just all the scenery was just so awesome. It definitely felt like you were transported to another world. I really liked the visuals. It was really well done. They were very expansive and very beautiful and very ornate, but it just was. I was blown away by the visuals just because this is a very visual movie. They are in space. They are training in these fight-like conditions or not fight-like. They are in these conditions warlike conditions, and I was kind of wondering like how are they going to do the battle sequences? How are they going to do the spaceship scenes? How are they going to do the training scenes? And the way that it worked out it was really well done. I liked the wide open shots, but I also liked the shots that were very close and intimate. I loved the visuals. The visuals were very well done. Casting wise, I feel like it was spot on. It has a great cast. It stars Asa Butterfield as Ender, Haley Steinfeld as Petra. Harrison Ford was the main leader, Commander Graf. Viola Davis, she was Graf's assistant. Ben Kingsley was the main hero that saved them originally from the aliens in the very first battle. He was great. I also like to see some new faces. I saw Moises Arias, who I hadn't seen since Hannah Montana, but he was actually one of the bullies in this movie. Abigail Breslin was Valentine, Ender's sister. It was really interesting to see them in roles because I hadn't seen them in anything for a while. But yeah, this whole cast was incredible. Asa Butterfield knocked out of the park. He hit a home run as Ender. I genuinely felt the pain and the emotion that Ender was going through, dealing with how he doesn't want to hurt people, but he feels this uncontrollable rage inside of him because he's always had to defend himself against his brother, Peter. And he was amazing. He would just cry, and when he cried, I really felt pity and sorrow, and I felt his inner turmoil that he was experiencing. He was just great as Ender, just a perfect mix of smartness and being intellectual, but also I loved how he was also very sensitive and methodical and strategic. I just thought he was great. Haley Steinfeld, I know, was really good. I loved her in True Grit. I didn't see Romeo and Juliet, but I loved her in True Grit. She is just she's so talented. She was great as Petra. I like the little romance that she had with Ender. I thought that was cute. I thought how the way they bonded over being different, how she was the only girl and he was the youngest person to be there in their group. I really liked their relationship. I feel like she was really good as Petra. She definitely shined. Even though she didn't have quite a big role, she was still good in it. Harrison Ford, I mean, he was great as Commander Graf. Definitely portrayed the twisted soul of Commander Graf and how he feels conflicted about how he has to listen to his superiors, and he's like, we must win this war. I don't care how it affects children, but we must win. And then Viola Davis is great as his assistant because she kind of tries to get through to him like, these are just kids. Like, why are we messing up with kids' psychological states? How are they going to be whenever they go out into the real world? They're going to be so messed up because of all the trauma and ordeals that they've gone through. I just feel like they were both great. They played off each other really well. And also, another thing that I felt like Asa was definitely the star of this movie. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I think it's Asa Butterfield. But he had a great scene with Harrison Ford, and they just dueled and sparred with each other, and it just was great. It reminded me of how well Jennifer Lawrence and Robert De Niro were in Silver Linings Playbook when they sparred against each other. It just was great. Another thing I liked about this movie was I loved the visuals. I mean, not the visuals, sorry. The soundtrack, the music. I'm a big music person. I'm in the band in my college, so I loved the music. The music was it was perfect. The music was done by Steve Jablonsky. I really liked his direction of this music because it was a perfect blend of intense music and very calming music. I just loved the music. I felt like it fit very well with the movie. I really liked Gavin Hood's direction of this movie. I just loved him. He directed this movie perfectly. And I feel like this movie was pretty faithful to the book. I mean, this book is so intricate. It's really hard to fit in everything into a 2.5 hour movie. This movie was like an hour, 54 minutes. So, it maybe dragged a little bit, but otherwise I felt like it was fine. I mean, it fit everything that it really needed to. I just really liked this movie. I just thought it was a great representation of the book. And it stayed pretty true, and it blew me away. I will definitely recommend this movie to anyone. I give this movie 2 thumbs up. Give it a chance. Even if you hadn't read the book, you can still understand what's going on. The movie and screenplay basically explains the events pretty well, so you're not going to be lost or confused on what's happening. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. It really means a lot to me. Follow me on Tumblr, Allison EUPH, one word. And I look forward to reviewing my Thor movie. I'm going to go see Thor: The Dark World on Friday. I'm super pumped. And my internship it's the end of the 6 weeks, so it's super stressful with grading. But I'm so pumped to see Thor: The Dark World on Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good night. See you later.